Meteorologist Chad Evans with the very latest. Hey, Chad.
Yeah, hey there, Dan. A little weather history to warm you up tonight. Looking back at an exceptionally mild winter, you know, the forts and these very early pioneers in Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Kentucky all remarked about the exceptionally mild winter in 1801-02. A lot of spring-like weather, bright, dry days. Now, this was a very strong El Nino year, it appears, when we're reconstructing climate, and this is the reconstruction of that winter, kind of a split flow. Very warm and dry in the northern and central part of the U.S., very wet down to the south part of the country, and wet in the Pacific Northwest. But for us, nothing like that. Nothing like that over the next really few weeks. We still have a few flurries and snow showers tonight. These will hang on a little while longer. Clearing line in central Illinois, so we'll get some clearing later on tonight. So these numbers that are in the teens now will fall into the single digits, and then that clipper right there, it will move southeastward, and that'll bring the snow tomorrow. There are the lows tonight, generally about 5 to 10. 7 Lafayette, 6 Fowler, 10 Rochester, 8 Burlington. Tomorrow will be in the mid-20s to right around 30 degrees, a little breezy at times. The snow coming in, and you can see that snow on high-res Featurecast. First of all, some partial clearing tonight, but will quickly cloud up with time tomorrow morning. This is 1:30. You can see the snow coming into Newton, Benton, western Tippecanoe, Warren, Fountain, and western Montgomery counties, and it overspreads the area. Will likely peak in coverage and intensity tomorrow evening. That's close to 5:30 or 6. And it could snow pretty hard for a while, about 5 hours, and then the snow pulls away tomorrow night, and we get at least some partial clearing by early on Sunday morning. The thing is, it will be breezy tomorrow night, so it'll be blowing and drifting, but I think the blowing and drifting will peak on Sunday. Very strong west to southwest winds gusting to 35 miles an hour, so any north, south, even east-west road is going to have issues because the wind will be blowing from that direction. 2 to 4 inches of snow on top of what we already have by tomorrow night is expected. But by the end of the month, rather than just clippers coming in from the northwest, I do think the potential exists for a pretty potent storm to form down here in Oklahoma and Texas as the polar jet carries the cold air and the subtropical jet that carries the moisture kind of phase. And this could move northeast and bring us a winter weather event, maybe a winter storm. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. But overall, cold, snowy pattern, really the rest of the month and the first part of February. But I think latter February, the big ridge of high pressure in the western part of the country with the fires in California, the record warmth, the record dry weather, that ridge will be pushed eastward. So just like a seesaw, the seesaw is like this right now. We're cold, they're very warm. I think it could flip in latter February, and we do start to warm up around here and see some much nicer weather and see sort of this very cold, snowy pattern break. And we've really had it for most of the winter.